Good morning, everyone. It's Rifgal. We play a lot of Metroidvanias on this channel, and my current to-do list is a lot of new Metroidvanias that are scheduled to be coming out. There's a lot that has been drawing my attention, and this one just came out this week. So I wanted to grab it and try it out. This one looks a lot like the one that I've played that this reminded me of the most from what I've seen is Blasphemous, which I played last year, and there were parts of it that I enjoyed a lot. There were parts of it that were a bit not really what I was looking for at the time. So I'm very curious to see how this game plays with that same kind of aesthetic, the gothic horror kind of vibe. So yeah, let's go ahead and dig into Moonscars by, I think it was, Black Mermaid Studios. All things double as they approach the essence.
You never come to her on my knees these days. There are so few naturally perfect things. My poor friend, you were one of them. Here I feel as lonely as only a god can be. I was rejected by those I had made. I shaped them in the image of man. Clay, bone powder, and a drop of ichor. Just that was enough to make something mad. You've been tainted too, haven't you? No, don't say a thing. They've just taken too much after humans of our darkness and malice. Now they are all cleft with it. Maybe I am a god that failed. You're
Kitty.
trying to soothe me. See, my loyal pristines should have returned a moon ago.
Oh, the cat has lines that aren't being spoken.
So,
That's pretty cool. I didn't notice that. 5. Only 5 of them are left.
yet Grey Irma lives. She can't be gone. As long as she lives, the communion is destined to happen. The moon will feed on them no more. For this will have to brave many, many moons to come. Shall we not, my friend?
So immediately, the first thing that's coming to mind with that cutscene is what? Don't do this, I'm begging you. But his love for us is long withered, sister. Huh. Another pristine dying with so many Clayborns to hunt. Next time, we'll meet as foes. Okay. That's my girl. Without you, I would find the sculptor. Okay. I'm bloody starving. Okay. So, as I was saying, the first thing that cutscene reminded me of was Diablo. The hunger fades away. Okay, so dash. Hold the attack button to perform a charged attack wider and pushes enemies further. Okay. Dash jump. Ichor is a soul liquid. Ichor collected from foes to heal Grey Irma's wounds. Okay, so the healing system sounds like it works a lot like Hollow Knight. So you're spending your meter basically to heal, and then you're going to be able to recover that by fighting enemies. At Dark Mirrors, you can save progress, learn witchery, recover health, and Ichor. Okay. Learn some to break some obstacles, Grey Arma needs witchery. Gotcha. Witchery spoils Ichor. Blue Ichor on the Ichor gauge. You can purge spoiled Ichor by hitting foes. Spoiled Ichor can still be used for healing. Oh, okay. I was wondering why there were two different bars at that point. Okay. Hold A to climb. What's this? Bone powder. Looks like there's something else up there. Let's do a little adventuring. Oh, it's from the other side only. And let's see if this respawns when we do Dark Mirrors. Yep. When you parry, red eye attack, or so an enemy is about to hit you. Successful parries deal great damage. Okay. Nice. Throwback gemstone. Oh, it's an item. Okay. On the character tab. So I'm definitely getting vibes from various different games that, you know, obviously there's a lot of, I won't say even influences, just it's drawing from the same well as a lot of other games like Blasphemous, like, like Hollow Knight. I mean, this genre has become a lot of that. Spite level achieved. Okay. Memory of Claiborne species. Holds Irma's resentment towards their kin. Someone may be interested. Okay. Blasphemous is definitely the thing that this is jumping at me about the most. Just with the kind of obscure lore. It's very much in that Dark Souls vibe. Killing enemies increases spite, gives you event bonuses. Open the spite menu each time you reach a new level. You lose spite bonuses upon death. Okay, so we just get to pick one. Spell cost, return chance, healing power up, critical chance. I guess we'll go with that and wish that I'd done that before we healed. The other thing offhand that this is reminding me of is there's a lot. There's a lot of what is that? Like it's just as far as the design, it's almost like a grayscale version of oh god, what's the name? Dead Cells. Dead Cells, is that right? I'm probably close. Like just the movement and the especially after seeing that slam attack. The controls are so I had heard some complaints about the controls. I did a little poking around before I picked it up, just as far as reviews of the early access went. And the controls were one of the things that was most commonly complained about, but I actually am really liking it for the most part. Like, it feels good. The only thing I'm not loving is the fact that you have to hold the button down. There's a few things with the combat that are I'm still getting used to, just as far as it feels like you should be able to kind of like stun enemies out a little bit more than you can. But that's just me getting used to the system. Wait, what? Mold Workshop. This moon-forsaken place serves as shelter to creatures Grey Irma meets. Oh, okay, so this is going to be like a town that we can populate, I guess. Basically, they're going to put NPCs here, is what it sounds like. There's one. Zoran? Is it you, Sculptor? What happened to me, Zoran? I had been on the quest, hadn't I? Did something happen between us? Guts ache like I've been put in a grinder. You're meowing too loudly, kitten. It's not Zoran. It won't respond. Ah, Cleft Husk. It's the same face as Zoran himself. You poor, poor kitten. May still be of use. This husk can shape fine clay vessels for you. These strong bodies will help you slip from the clutches of pain, yet only for so long. You will get a chance to heal your wounds. Just don't anything to ease this pain. Okay. So we have an air dash, a wall climb, like right off the bat. That is right. I lost a lot of Ichor. I can't fight full force with the gland shattered like that. I have to cast a mold, which would leave me captive in this machine. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on exactly here, but that's okay. I'm sure it will vaguely explain it. Discover special weapon. Enemies can get stunned. Builds up a negative status called cripple. Builds up stun. Or receive damage over time. This one looks like it'd be the easiest to use. The hammer, though, seems like it would be the harder to use, but stun is so good in these type of games. And I was just saying that it felt like I wish I could, It's all numb now. Everything is a reflection. Numb you are. Matter is. You don't even have to be complete anymore. Nice feeling, good feeling, being bashed away from your own body. Now you are clay mold. Clay beats flesh, all good. At at what cost? Just a vestige of your former self. A moth leaving its empty cocoon. Fine vessel for things eager to slip away. Now go. Find those forever lost to you. Look for the sculptor, you clayhead. Okay. That feels pretty good. Memory mold Ichor. Memory of Ichor once lost by Irma, now embodied a strange sort of matter. Someone may be interested. Okay. That's probably going to be useful to the guy who we just met who can, like, reforge our body. Reinforce Dark Mirror, warp between mirrors, and learn which. Okay. So you can use Bone Powder to learn more witchery. One of the complaints that I had read, which is a valid one that I'm going to be paying attention to, is the abilities that you can buy sometimes will cost more. So as you, like if I leveled up this burst to 2, that it costs more. And it doesn't let you go back down to the lower levels of the abilities. We'll see if that's actually the case. Playwrights. Weapon rights. Warp. You can go to the mold workshop or the outskirts. Yeah, there's definitely a lot here that I just don't know yet. What? Okay. I don't know why I'm talking to you. Okay. So we can buy gemstones. Everything's very expensive. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely oh, whoops, that's not what I wanted. Gotcha. So, just to quick comment on the aesthetic. If you watched my Blasphemous review, you know, or playthrough, you know that I thought it went a little over the top trying to be grimdark at times. I obviously can't speak to this entire game yet, but Blasphemous was like right off the bat, there's like a lot more, I guess, a lot more gore to it. Like this has the blood aspect that's definitely there. Like it's not shying away from that. It isn't cartoon violence. Like every time you're hitting something, it feels like you're hitting something, and when you're killing something, it feels like you're killing something. Okay, there's a death. Let's see what that does. Rumor Parish lost all bone powder, but it can be retrieved at place of death. Okay. That's very good to know, and actually very annoying. But it's a thing. And it's very common in this style of game. I don't quite get the parry. Come on. We'll get there. Glands. So yeah, like my offhand, the comments I was making with this aesthetics is that this so far feels like it is doing the same type of thing that Blasphemous was trying to do. It's just doing it in a little bit more subtle way. Like I said, I always felt like Blasphemous was trying a little too hard to gross me out. And this one feels like it's a little bit more muted. All of it is a little bit more muted, which is wonderful. This is my corpse. That means your shadow keeps biting at your heels. The celestial mistress must be very pleased. I have to return to the castle apex. I need to see the sculptor. She always excelled in felling your creations, Zoran. Cut her some slack, will you? Play templates contain slumbering foes that may wake at any moment. Corrupt templates with Ichor and spawn corrupt. Oh, you can corrupt templates with Ichor and spawn Claibornes on your side. Okay. I pushed the wrong button. The mold perished, and the time has passed. The moon has grown hungry, toughening the Claibornes. What? Hunger makes enemies tougher to slay and increases the bone powder rewards. That's a little annoying. Okay. My Ichor is lessened as well. The parry timings on this are not something I'm great at yet. That may be a thing that is just I've never been great at parry timings. To link this dark mirror to the workshop, this mold would be discarded forever. Oh, okay. I'm very confused. The doppelganger, it awakens. Dark Ichor boils. You've cast away your mold, but it refused to vanish. As if someone took your face and your powers too. What? After sacrifice, you temporarily lose your special attack and your discarded mold turns into a doppelganger. Return to the last mirror to take back your special attack. Okay. There's just a lot going on here. Okay, so there's my doppelganger. I have what you had. I am you. You're just a forsaken chunk of clay. It's a lie. We both know it. There we go. And we now have a mirror key. Sure. Why does my gland hurt? I've killed that thing already. You lost something important, Grey Kitten. Don't you remember your ichor got thin and weak, tainted just like mine? Every time you cast a mold, you pour yourself into the clay. Your ichor imbues dry shell, makes it rise and stand on its own, a vessel of free will. That is how your ichor leaves the body. That is how it avoids stagnation. Now it calls for you, from the skin that you shed, and the shell you've rejected. The stray ichor commands you to kill what was once you. With every blow it returns to you, drop by drop, altered, restored, radiant again. Nonsense, that chunk of hatred cannot. When we reject something, we make ourselves incomplete. Thus, we hate what we need the most. Okay. We get a special weapon back. Harpoon. Looks like that's like a ranged, maybe? Pierce enemies become more vulnerable to witchery. Hammer. Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. So if we switch up what we're doing, we get different bonuses. And if we take the same one again, we don't get a bonus? I guess? Bonus is lost on death. Okay. Oh, bonus is lost on death. That's why, because I've died. That part I'm not in love with. I don't like games that punish you. I don't mind when a game temporarily punishes you for dying. I don't like when it permanently makes it harder if you continue dying, or it's not easy to recover. That's one of the things I always hated with some of the like Souls-like games, is that you have that whole like, if you die twice, you just lose all the progress you just made, which is fine. There are games that don't punish you as hard for it, like Hollow Knight, and it looks like this. I guess we don't know yet. I haven't died twice in a row. They return to her with doppelgangers, violent, deadly things indeed. She struggles to recollect herself, yet instead she changes irreversibly. Every time she finds inside something new. What will the new Grey Irma be like, Soren? I ask myself this over and over. Oh, okay. So yeah. There's a lot going on here, and I think that the easiest thing I can say is I do not know yet. Let's grab some witchery so we're not carrying around all of that. Or all of that. We can equip seismic burst on the right bumper. Okay. So, I think this is going to be a good time to take a break. Offhand, there's a lot going on. There's a kind of almost roguelike feel to some of these little elements, with the like permanently losing elements, not being able to keep access to things, losing things on death. But also this constant progress. I'm also a little curious to see how it kind of balances out, because the Metroidvania aspects that I would expect, we've got an air dash, a ground pound. We may get a stronger ground pound. We may get a double jump. Wall climb we already have. We're getting a lot of small things very quickly, but it feels like the big movement-based things we started with, which isn't always my favorite way that Metroidvanias play, because it usually ends up making new things feel more like keys rather than something that completely changes the way you play, like in some of the best ones, like the way Hollow Knight changes once you get once you get access to the dash or the double jump, is completely transformative. Uh, let alone something like Ori that really, really, like fundamentally changes the way you play the game once you get some of those new abilities later in the game. So I'm hopeful that this will actually have some more actual movement-based abilities and stuff as we go. Some upgrades to the weaponry, basically we've seen a lot of temporary things outside of the mirror and the witchery seem to be permanent, but there's a lot of these like rights and things that seem very temporary. So I'm hoping to see, I guess, integration more as we go, ways to actually build up, like permanent health and iCore upgrades, instead of just the temporary ones we've seen so far. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. I'll be linking this first video to the playlist for this game, as well as the playlist for my Blasphemous run, since there's probably some shared interest between those two. I will be releasing these videos kind of sporadically as I start playing through it. I'm also playing through another game at the same time, Blossom Tales 2. Very different aesthetics and vibe, also very fun. Kind of a Zelda game. So I'll kind of be spacing out between the two. As always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.